Okay, welcome back to the Mr. Casey Academy, a complete rip-off of Khan Academy, and I'm here to teach you some subtraction strategies. Okay, so today I want to look at one which you've seen in addition that we call the vertical algorithm. And of course that means stacking the numbers vertically in a line, thinking about keeping things in place value. Okay, so let's start with a nice easy one. So say we're given a problem like 56 minus 23. 23, 56, got to minus them. Remember our little bar here is like an equal sign. So I'm just going to do the ones column. 6 take away 3 is 3. 5 take away 2 is 3. And so there's my answer, 33. Okay, well that's pretty simple. Nice and easy. But we might have a bit of problem if the numbers are different. So I'm going to try a slightly different number. Change the color. What if I've got a problem like this? Let's take those same numbers but mix them about a little bit. What if I've got 53 minus 26 equals? I put my 53 there. I put my 26 here. And straight away you can see the problem. 3 taking away 6 causes me a problem. So what I need to do here is a process that we call renaming. Another word for it is called decomposition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what decomposition really means. Let's take our number 53. Okay, here's the number 53, and I'm just going to pop it over here. 53 is the same as 50 and 3. But it could also be the same as this. 40 and 13. And I can decompose it into a number of different ways. It could be 30 and 23. So there's lots and lots of different ways of looking at the number 53. How does that help us down here? Well, I'm going to show you what we call renaming. I'm going to come to my 50 and I'm going to take 10 away. And I'm now going to make that 40. But the 10 that I've taken away, I'm going to put it on here to now make that 13. And we said earlier that 53 could be the same as 40 and 13. Well, let's have a look at what we've got over here. We've got a 13 here. Highlight that there. Okay. And we've got a 40 here. So it's still the same number. Okay. Only now what I've got going on here is 13 take away 6. And 13 take away 6 gives me 7. And over here I've got 4 take away 2, and that gives me 27. And that is my answer. So by learning how to decompose this number here, I was able to rename here to perform my vertical algorithm. So just take a moment to think about that, and I'll do another example. I'll do a slightly bigger number. Okay, so let's say I've got the problem 324, and I've got a minus 189. Okay, so let's put them in our vertical stack. 324, 189 minus, okay, the first thing I know is that 4 cannot take away 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some renaming. That becomes 1. That becomes 14. If we think about it, what we're saying is 10 and 14 equals 24, which is what we had there. Now, 14 take away 9 gives me 5. So I come to my next line, and I've now got a 1 taking away an 8. Well, that's not going to work. So again, I'm going to rename. I'm going to make that a 2. I'm going to bring that over here. And really what I've got now is I've got 20 plus 11 equals 31. And remember, we did have 31, not 32, because we had renamed, hadn't we? We'd already taken 10 off of that. So don't think, oh, wow, that was 32 before, because it wasn't. And now, I've got 11 take away 8, which gives me 3. 2 take away 1 gives me 135. And there's my answer. Whoops. To pop it up there. 135. So the trick with vertical algorithms is if the numbers are always greater on top, it's no problem. But if the numbers are smaller on top like we had here, then you must do some decomposition and renaming. Okay, I can hear you saying, well, what about those nasty decimals? Let's take a little bit of a looky. Okay, 2.46 minus 0.87. Okay, so same thing, 2.46, 0.87, and we're going to minus. It's the same thing, the 6 cannot take the 7. I will decompose, make that 3. That now becomes 16. Okay, 16 hundredths. 16 hundredths taking away 7 hundredths, okay, is going to give me 9 hundredths. I've now got 3 tenths trying to take away 2 eighths. It's not going to work. So rename that. Pop 1 there. I've now got 13 tenths taking away 8 tenths. It gives me 5. Must remember my decimal point. 1 whole taking away nothing. And there's my answer of 1.59. Okay? So, the key element in this is to look at the numbers. Okay, keep the place value. And if you're asking a smaller number to take away, or a smaller digit taking away a larger digit, you must rename. And the key to renaming is to understand decomposition. And that's just remembering that a number, you know, can be made up a whole bunch of different ways. Go ahead and practice it. Give it a go. It's a great strategy.